Hey there, and welcome to another everyday fluent English video. My name is Adam, and I'm excited you're here today. This video is designed to help you speak English more clearly, build real confidence when talking, and get better at having natural conversations, the kind you need in real life. If you've ever said, I understand English, but I can't speak it well. I'm nervous when talking to someone in English. My pronunciation is not clear. Don't worry, you're not alone. I know how that feels. I've been there too, and I want to show you a method that really works. It's called the shadowing technique, also known as the repeat after me English method. Let's talk about it. Shadowing is a simple but powerful way to practice English speaking. Here's how it works. You listen to a sentence, you repeat the sentence out loud right after you hear it. You try to copy the voice, speed, and emotion of the speaker. It's not just repeating words, it's training your brain to speak English like a native. This is how children learn their first language, and how you can become fluent faster. In this video, we'll use a real English story, something interesting, simple, and emotional to practice this method. Here's what I want you to do. 1. Listen carefully to each sentence. 2. Pause the video if needed. 3. Repeat the sentence out loud. Match my tone, speed, and feeling. 4. Copy the voice and rhythm like a shadow. 5. Repeat the video tomorrow to get even better. This is shadow speaking technique, and it trains your ears, mouth, and mind at the same time. You'll not only improve your speaking, but also your listening, pronunciation, and confidence. Because learning English through stories is one of the best ways to remember vocabulary and sentence patterns. Stories give you context, emotion, and situations that feel real. This one is a real-life English story, told in simple English conversation. You'll feel like you're there. If you're a student learning English, a beginner or intermediate English learner, preparing for a trip or studying abroad, nervous about speaking to others in English, looking for an easy way to practice English at home. This video is for you. It's designed to help you understand English better, grow your vocabulary, and practice speaking with confidence. Even if you're shy or quiet, shadowing can help you feel brave and prepared in real situations. This story includes moments that feel real. Emotional scenes help your brain remember the words more easily. When you connect to the story, you remember the vocabulary better. This is why storytelling English lessons work. They help your English become part of you. These words are part of real conversations, not just for exams. You'll use easy English video practice to say these out loud again and again until they become part of your daily English speaking. If you want to grow your speaking power today, here's your small challenge. Like this video right now, it helps more learners find this, and comment below. When you're done practicing, say, I did it. I'm practicing English with shadowing, or my favorite line was, and share the part you liked. I promise this is just the beginning. There are many more English shadowing videos coming soon, with more stories, more repeat after me English, and more ways to speak like a native. Most native English conversations use around 3,000 words, not 50,000 or 100,000. That means you don't need to memorize a dictionary. You just need to practice the most common words and phrases and use them in conversation. That's what today's video gives you. So don't stress about grammar. Use your voice, Speak clearly. Don't just listen, repeat. Repeat like an echo. Speak like a mirror. That's the power of shadowing. This is your time, your voice, your story. Let's begin. Zayn was 24 years old and lived in a quiet town with his father and his younger brother. Their house was small but cozy, and every morning Zayn could hear the sound of trains passing by. The train station was not far from their home, and the rhythmic noise of the engines had become a familiar part of his life. Zayn worked at a music store downtown. The shop was filled with the soft melodies of guitars and keyboards, and he often spent his time cleaning guitar stands or chatting with customers. Life was calm and he liked it that way. He never expected anything exciting to happen until one Saturday. That morning began like any other. Zayn made tea for his dad while his little brother sat on the couch, absorbed in cartoons. Rain tapped gently against the windows and the sky was gray and gloomy. Before leaving for work, Zayn grabbed his umbrella. He was about to step outside when his phone buzzed. Curious, he looked down. A message had arrived from an unknown number, but as soon as he read the name, he froze. It was Ethan, his old school friend. They hadn't spoken in years. The message read, Zayn, please meet me. Train station, platform 6, 2:45 p.m. It's important. This simple message was enough to change everything. This is a storytelling English lesson using real vocabulary. You are doing great. Now it's your turn to practice. Watch the story again. Pause after each sentence and repeat aloud. This is English shadowing for beginners. That's it. No, hello, no, how are you? Just the words from the story. Zayn stared at his phone screen, a wave of confusion washing over him. Why now? Why him? He tried calling Ethan, but there was no answer. He called again. Still nothing. A strange feeling grew in his chest. Was Ethan in trouble? Was someone following him? Glancing at the clock, Zayn saw it was 1:32 p.m. There was still time, but he had to act fast. He told his dad he needed to go, keeping the explanation short. It's something important, he said, grabbing his jacket and umbrella. Leaving the music store early, he stepped into the light rain. The clouds hung heavy above and the streets were unusually quiet. As he walked, he kept checking his phone. Still no messages, no calls. The train station was only 10 minutes away, and Zayn's pace quickened. Something about the day felt wrong, uneasy. By 2:41 p.m., he arrived at the station. Platform 6 was on the far side, and as he walked, he passed a small bookstore tucked in the corner. Through the windows, people sipped tea and chatted warmly. Zayn longed to join them, but he couldn't stop now. Inside the station, silence hung heavily. Everything looked normal, but he didn't feel normal. He felt watched. Turning quickly, he saw no one immediately behind him, just a man in a black cap reading a newspaper. Zayn moved toward platform 6, the train not yet in sight. 2 minutes passed, then 5. Still no Ethan. Nervousness crept in. Was this some kind of joke? Suddenly, he noticed a young boy, perhaps 15, sitting alone on a bench. He looked cold and frightened, tears rolling down his cheeks. Clutched in his hand was a small piece of paper. Zayn approached slowly, his voice gentle. Are you okay? The boy looked up, his eyes glistening. Then, in a soft whisper, he asked, Are you Zayn? Zayn's heart skipped a beat. He nodded. Yes, I'm Zayn. The boy handed him the paper. Written on it were chilling words. You're not safe. He's following you too. Zayn's eyes darted behind him. The man in the black cap was no longer sitting, no longer pretending to read. He was standing, staring directly at them. Panic surged. Zayn grabbed the boy's arm. "Come with me," he whispered, and they ran down the station steps. Out in the streets, Zayn called his dad. "I need help," he said urgently. His father instructed them to hide near the bookstore. They crouched behind a small wall, hearts pounding. The boy clutched a paper cup of tea, trembling, while Zayn tried to steady his own shaking hands. Minutes later, Zayn's dad arrived. Relief washed over him as he ran to Zayn, embracing him tightly. He looked at the boy with calm assurance. "You're safe now," he said. They called the police, and soon the man in the black cap was taken away. It turned out he had been following Ethan for months. Ethan had sent the boy to warn Zayn, to protect him. That was the last time Zayn ever heard from Ethan, but he would never forget that day, or the message that saved both of their lives. You might notice that the next story feels similar to the last one, and that's on purpose. In shadowing practice, repetition is powerful. It helps your brain remember natural sentence patterns, vocabulary, and tone. It doesn't matter if you shadowed every sentence or just a few. What matters is you showed up, you practiced, and you tried. That's the most important thing. And that's the story of Zayn, a quiet day that turned into a life-changing moment. Through this story, we practiced real English vocabulary, expressions, and phrases used in storytelling. Now it's your turn. Pause the video, repeat each sentence aloud, and try to shadow the story. This is how English learners build fluency, improve pronunciation, and gain confidence in speaking naturally. Remember, you don't need to speak perfectly, just clearly and confidently. If you enjoyed this lesson, hit the like button and subscribe to Everyday Fluent English so you never miss a new storytelling English lesson. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and soon you'll notice your English improving. Just like Zayn faced challenges, you can face English confidently. Comment below. Which part of Zayn's story did you like the most? Or which English phrase do you want to practice again? I'd love to hear from you. I'm Adam, and this is Everyday Fluent English. Keep learning, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next story.